Click on a data point. Go to insert. And click on pivot table. Add this to data model and OK. So this is our pivot table analyze. So let's rename it to KPI. And we want to use a DAX to create the total volume of sales or total quantity sold. So right click on your fact table and click on add measures. Now what is our measure names? And we name this as total quantity sold. Okay, and to achieve that, we're going to use the distinct count to do that. So distinct count, and what do we want to count? We want to count the fact table primary key. So let's go down. And we have it right here. Fact table primary key. Double click on it and close your bracket. So number, we want it as a whole number. Let's check if our formula is correct. Yes, the formula has no error. We want the 1000 separator and OK. Okay, so with this now, let's take this to our values. Okay, we have this here. So next, let's copy this. Highlight it, Ctrl C. Right click on where you have KPI and click on insert. Click on OK and paste it right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and start our analysis. For the first analysis, we want to check the sales by brand. So let's click on all here. So our dimension tables will be activated. So drag branch to row. Okay, we have this. And looking at this now, we can see that Lagos is the highest selling branch. So let's let's sort from smallest to largest. Okay, so as we can see, Lagos is the highest, followed by Oshun, then Ogun. Let's bring in a chart. We'll bring in a bar chart. So let's click on bar. Okay, so let's clean our chart. Remove the primary horizontal. We don't need chart title. We don't need grid lines. We don't need legends. Add your data labels. Right click here and say hide all field buttons on chart. Come over to this line and say no outline. Okay, so we're good to go with this. So let's copy this, Ctrl C, come down here and paste it, Ctrl V. Okay, for this now, let's take out the branch. So let's take out the branch. Go to our dimension age and put age range. Okay, so for this, we're going to use a column chart to visualize it. So click on a point, pivot table analyze, pivot chart, and let's take this column chart. Let's use this. So okay, let's drag it properly. Let's clean our chart. From the axis, remove the primary vertical, remove the chart title, remove grid lines, remove legend. Right click, hide all field buttons on charts. Right click and say no outline. Okay, let's add our data labels. Okay, let's copy this, Ctrl C. Right here, Ctrl V. So we'll take out the age range. Scroll down. Then gender, take gender to row. For this, we're going to visualize it using let's use a donut chart for this. Pivot table analyze, pivot chart, and bring in a donut chart. Okay, so let's clean our charts. Click on the plus sign, remove chart title, add data labels. Right click over here and say hide all field buttons and charts. So we are good to go. So let's copy and paste again. Ctrl C and Ctrl V. So we are going to remove the gender, and let's remove the gender. Then let's add our car model. Drag car model in. Now for this analysis, we would like to look at our top six car model. So let's do that. Let's sort first though, from smallest to largest. So let's look at the top 6. So click on this filter right here, go to value filters, go to top 10 and change 10 year to 6 and okay. So let's bring in a chart for this. Let's use a bar chart, pivot chart, and let's pick a bar chart. Okay, let's clean our chart, the plus sign, remove primary horizontal, no chart title, remove grid lines, remove legend, add data labels. Right click and say hide all field buttons on chart. Right click here and say no outline. Drag this down. Okay, check no outline. Okay, so next, Ctrl C, let's copy this and paste again. Ctrl C, right here, Ctrl V. Okay, so let's check our month. So remove car model. Let's go to dim dates. That's where our month is. And bring in month name. Okay. So let's make this for it to be January, February. Let's use the A to Z. Okay, so we have January, February, March, and so later. So let's bring in a chart. Pivot table analyze. Pivot charts. And let's use a line chart. So let's use this. So click on this sign here. Move primary vertical. We don't want the title. We don't want grid lines. We don't want legend. Right click. Hide all field buttons on charts. Okay, and we're good to go here. So let's copy and paste again. So Ctrl C, come down here, Ctrl V. Okay, for this now, we want to check the growth rate by month. To do that, we need to use a DAX to do that. So let's go to our fact table and create a DAX. Right click and say add measures. So the first that we would like to create, we want to create the previous month sales. So just write previous month. And let's use calculate first. So calculate, what do we want to calculate? The total quantity sold. So bring it right here. Total quantity sold. Okay. Let's take our cursor down there. Okay, it's now active comma. And we want to use a formula here called the date add. Okay, so click on date add. So total quantity sold, comma, date add, and what our date will be our dim date. So click on dim dimension date. Double click on this. I want to click on dim date sales date. Okay, so we have this here. So put a comma and we want to put -1 because we want the previous month sales, comma, and click on months. And let's close our brackets. Twice. So let's confirm number. Yes, I want it as whole number. We don't want decimal. Whole number. So let's check our DAX is correct. Okay. So we have our previous month date. Now we want to get our growth rate. And our growth rate is to divide our total quantity sold by the previous month sales. So let's do that. First, let's drag this. Let's drag the previous month sales to values. Okay, so we can see that there. Okay, so let's create our growth rate now. So let's go back to our fact table. Right click and go to add measure. Okay, let's name our measure name as our growth rate or sales growth, anyone you want to do. So equals to divide, let's write that. Use your tab key to call it in, and we want to divide what total quantity sold. Take your cursor there, comma, previous month. Okay, then we're going to add some things now. So let's do this. Put your cursor at the back in the bracket there, and comma, and write 1. Close your bracket and -1. Okay, so we want it as percentage. Let's use 1 decimal first. Let's check. Okay, our formula is correct. So let's drag it into our values and let's see what we have there. So drag sales growth there. As you can see, I don't think we need this decimal. So let's do something about the decimal. So let's go back to the formula, the measure we've created. Right click right here and say edit measure. So we'll change the decimal to 0 and do OK. Okay, it's better this way. Okay, so that's all for our modeling. Let's bring in a chart. We want to use a combo chart here. So just click on combo and check the line. We want our sales growth to be lined. So check this and okay. So let's just clean our charts. I don't think we need to really clean the chart. Let's just try something. Okay, no, we just leave it like that because we don't want the values to be distorted when we do that. Okay, so with this, we're good to go. We can now go ahead and create our interact.
People, welcome back to the continuation of this our video. I want to start up with our dashboard. But firstly, let's rename the sheet 2 we have here. Let's rename it as our model. Okay, so let's get right into it. Firstly, we need to right click on model here, click on insert and click OK. We need to create a new sheet and let's rename this sheet as dashboard. Okay, so let's lock our screen. How do we do that? Now, my last screen here is S with a bit of T. So I'm going to lock from U. Click on the column header of U and Shift Control and the right arrow. Right click and say hide. Okay, we've successfully hidden this. Next, as you can see, my last row here is 32. I'm going to add 3 to 32 to make it 35. Click on 35, Shift Control and the down arrow, right click and say hide. So we've successfully locked our screen. Now, in case you have this ribbons showing, just come to this arrow here and say auto hide ribbons. For those of us that might not have that, you will have an arrow there. You should have an arrow where is where you see your arrow. Just click on that drop down arrow and click on full screen. So next, let's come to view and we're going to uncheck our headings and we're going to uncheck our grid lines. So we have our page just like this. So Control A, right click. Now come to this fill color here that looks like if a bucket of water is pouring out. Right click over here and we want to use the shade of white. White background one, darker 50%. Okay, and we have it like this. Next, we are going to insert a shape. Right click over here, come to insert, illustration drop down, click on your shape drop down and take this. Activate it as so. Right click and say no outline. Let's come to fill and we want to fill it with black. Yeah, so let's start arranging our shape on how we want our dashboard to be. First, this is where we are going to use for our header. The company title is going to be here, and we are going to write sales analysis dashboard here. So I think this is okay. I'll duplicate this. We need one more here, but not too big. We want to use this to put our slicer. I'll duplicate this again and take it right here. I'm going to increase it a bit. Control D again one more time. Control D. Now take this here. Okay, I think I need to reduce this a bit. Okay, and reduce this a bit. Next, I want to align my shape. So click on the first shape, hold your shift down, click on this, click on this, click on this. Come right up here and let's come to align. We want to align to the top and we want to distribute them horizontally. So we have this our shape nicely placed. So next, let's duplicate this again. Control D, and I'm going to have this here. I'm going to create two of this. Control D. Now I'll take this down here. Okay, I think it's too big. Let me just reduce it a bit. Control D. Okay. I will duplicate this again. And we're going to use this for our slicer also. So bring it right here and take it downwards. Now, once this happens, always take it back. It's very, very important. Always take it back. Next, we're going to duplicate this. Control D. And we want to create a column where we're going to have our KPI. So, do this here. Control D, Control D. We want to have three of this equally. So I think this is a bit big. So let's reduce this first. Control D, Control D. Let's fit it in. This will be here. Okay, and this will be here. So I'm going to create four smaller shapes like this. Duplicate it 3 times. It's too big. And I think the length also. So let's just adjust this. So Control D, Control D. Okay, I think it's okay this way. One, two, three. One, two. So let's distribute them and see if there'll be space, or let's just adjust them a bit. Let's go ahead. So let's bring in shapes for this. Let's Control D this, Control D. Okay, let's bring this. So Control D again. Okay, it's still too small. Let's increase it a bit. Control D. Control D. So we have these two shapes right here. Okay, we have some space here that we can adjust. Uh-oh. Okay, let's just make it right then. We go back as it was. Okay, so we have this. So this, Control D. Bring this down here. Control D. Okay, so we've got our template looking beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I have an issue here. I want them to be always on the same side. So, okay. So we have our templates. What do we do next? Time to bring in our charts. So let's start bringing in our chart. The first chart we'll bring in is, let's bring sales by branch. So let's go to our model, and this is our sales by branch. Click on this and say Control C. Go back to your dashboard, click right here and say Control V. So right click, say no fill and no outline. Okay, so let's adjust this. Okay, so we have this here. Okay, so next we are going to bring in a text box. Let's bring in a text box first. Click on insert, click on text box, activate it right here. And we want to write total volume of sales by branch. So let's do that. Okay. So copy this, and I want to use Algerian as my font. I want it bold, and I want this in 10. So we have this. Next, I'll come right here and go to shape format, and I'll come to shape fill and say no fill. Come to outline and say no outline. So next, just come over here and let's change the color to white. So we have it like this. Next, click on this, right click, go to font, and we want our font to be bold. And we want to change this to 8, and we want the color of our font to be white. Once you're done, click OK, and we have it like that. Next, we want to change the color of our data type. Right click, click on font. We want it to be bold. We want it at size 8, and we also want it to be white, and click on OK. So we have this here. Let's still reduce this a bit because it's outside the line. Can do this also. Okay. So next we want to change the color of our bars. So click on the bar, right click, come to fill and go to more fill colors. So we're going to input the color we want to use. Click on custom and we are going to change the color code here. And the color code we are using is BBB 6A5. Click on OK, and this is how our bar is. So let's move on to the next. For this, we want to bring our growth rate by month. Go to your model and let's come down here. Click on this and say Ctrl C. Go back to your dashboard. Click right here and say Ctrl V. Right click and say no fill, no outline. So let's adjust this. Let's bring it here. So what we need to do, we need to take our legend down here. So click right here, come down to legend, click on this black arrow over here and click on bottom. So it has taken it to the bottom. So click on this, right click, come to font. We want it to be bold and we're changing the size to 7, and we want it at white, and click OK. So we don't have that slanted look again on it. Okay, so remove this. So we can still reduce a bit, bring it right here. Okay, so now let's duplicate this. Say Ctrl D, and we'll bring it down here, and we want to name this as sales growth by month, or growth rate by month. Let's do it like that. Okay, so now let's format this. So we want to make this line smooth. Okay, let's just do our font first. Click on this, right click, go to font. We'll leave it, the size is okay, so let's just make it bold and change the color to white and okay. We'll do the same for this, right click, font, make it bold, and we'll change it to white. And okay. Okay, next we want this our line to be smooth. We don't like this sharp edge over here. So click on the line and right click and go down to format data series. And this will pop up. Let's click on field and line. For our line, we want to use this color. Okay. Now come down and you see smoothed line. Click on it. And you can see our line does not have that sharp edge. Okay, next, let's change the color of the bar. Click on this, right click, go to fill and say more fill colors. Click on custom. Let's input a color code. And 8C9491. Click on OK. Okay, and we have it as so. So next, we want to bring in our sales by gender. So go back to model, click here and say Ctrl C, dashboard, click here, Ctrl V. Right click, no fill, no outline. So adjust this how we want it. Okay, click on the donut, right click and say no outline. Next, click on the donut again, click on just the side, right click, fill, and fill to this. Yes, we want to change the shade also. So right click, fill, and fill to this. Okay, right click on the donuts, click on the donuts again and right click and go to format data series. We want to change this, we want to make it a bit smaller. So let's leave it at this. Now we need to drag this out and drag this also out. Okay, click on the data labels. Let's change the color. Font, want it bold and white. Okay, right click, font, bold and white. Let's click on this. Right click, font, bold, white. So we have it as so. So we still have enough space here. So let's expand this, decrease it a bit because of the edits we would like to put there. So come here, Ctrl D, bring this right here, and we want to say total volume of sales by gender. So just delete the branch and write gender. Okay, so we're good to go here. So next, let's bring total volume of sales by car. Click on your modeling, and we have this here. Control C. Go to your dashboard, click right here and say Control V. Right click, no fill, no outline. Okay, fonts. Let's change this to 8, bold, white. Okay, same here. Font 8, bold, white. Now I want to change our bar. Right click, fill, and let's do more fill colors. So let's use this 8C, 8C again, 9C. Control D. Take this down here. This is total volume of sales by car model. Okay, we're good to go. So next, let's bring in total volume of sales by age range. Click on this, come down here. And where do we have our age range? Right here. Control C, take it to your dashboard. Control V, right click, no fill, no outline. So let's deal with this. Click on this, right click, fonts, change this to 7, make it bold, right? Okay. Now we need add data labels here, so let's do that please. Click on this plus sign and check data labels. Right click, fonts, bold, right. Okay, let's change the bar color. Let's use this. Control D. And this is total volume of sales by age range. Now let's increase the bar of this. So click on this. Right click, format data series. And let's take the gap width to, okay, that's the same. Okay, I think this is okay. So the last chart we are going to bring in, we're going to bring in our total volume of sales by month. That's our line charts. Click on this, Control C, go to your dashboard, click right here, Control V, right click, no fill, no outline, Control Z. You can see that there's a sharp decline here in December. So we're going to find out why that is going on when we want to do our analysis. So let's reduce this a notch. Okay, now you can see that we want our line to be smooth. We don't want the sharp edges. So same as we did with this one is what we'll do. Right click, format data series, come right here. You can change our line color immediately and go down and to make it smoothed lines. Okay, so let's do this. Click on this, right click, fonts, 7, bold, white. Okay, this right click, fonts, bold, 8, white. Okay, okay, so for this, let's duplicate this, Ctrl D, and we have total volume of sales by month. Okay, so we've got in all our charts. Next, we are going to bring in our slices. So we want to bring out a slicer for car model, gender, branch, and age range. So click right here, go to insert and click on slicer. So click on data model and click on open. So we need branch. Okay, let's use our dimension to get everything. Collect age range from dimension age, branch from dim branch, car model, and let's take gender. So click on OK. And we have all our slices here. So we're going to arrange them accordingly. Click right here. So we're going to reduce the size of all this. So let's just format the slicer. So come up here, click on more, and click on new slicer style. So let's start with our wool slicer and click on format. Now it's asking font. How do we want the font to be? We want to reduce our font to 8. We want it bold and we want it white. That's the first step. Next we'll go to border. How do we want our border to be? And for our border, let's go to more colors. Custom. We would like our border to be this color. 2A, 2F, 2A, 2F, 3. Okay. Now we want it to be, let's pick a style. Just pick this outside and this inside. Now let's go to fill. Let's go to more colors. Let's go to custom. And for our fill, we'll have same as our border. So 2A, 2F, 3. Okay. And okay. So it's showing us what our border is going to, our wall slicer is going to be like. So let's go to our header. Click on format. How do we want our header to be? Let's just go to fill, custom. Let's pick something else. Let's pick some other color. Let's use 8C 9491. So this is going to be. Then selected item with data format. Let's just go to fill and we're going to go to fill effects. We're going to pick two colors. We'll pick this and we'll pick this. Okay, let's see what we've created and how it's going to look like. So this is a preview. So let's just click on OK. Come right here and this is what we've created. So let's check it. It's looking too sharp, so I think we should change this color to blend into this one. So let's just go back and right click here and modify. So we are doing items with selected this format and fill. So we are going to choose this and OK and OK and OK. Let's continue. So we want to avoid this what we have here. So let's just drag this a bit downwards. Oh, that's much. Okay, so we have it as so. So I think we still have some space. Okay, so let's click on this, come right here, slicer, and pick this. So let's fix this here. So to avoid this, we're going to remove this header. So click on this, right click and go to slicer setting and uncheck display header and OK. So we have this here. So let's move on to the next. Come right here, click on this, and we want to change this to the column. We're going to change it to 3. Okay, we'll change this also to 3. do this, do this, and take it here. We're also going to remove the display header. So right click also slicer setting and check this and okay. And it has taken care of that for us. So next this, come right here, select this. Right click, slicer setting and check this and okay. So next we need to report connection to our slicers. You can see it's not active. So uncheck this. So right click here and report connection. We're going to check every box here. Okay. So let's make this 2. So I think we can go back and put on our display header for this gender. It's not going to affect it. Okay. So let's turn off the slicer. It's already activated. Let's click on this, right click, report connection, check all the box. Okay. Let's confirm that is working. Let's go ahead. Let's report connection on the slicer. So right click, report connection, check all the boxes. And okay. Now let's confirm. Okay. So let's report connection here. Report connection. Okay, so next we are going to bring in our logo, the logo of the company. And the company's name is Auto Drive. So let's do this. Click right here and go to insert, illustration, picture, this device. And I'm going to go to this is the logo, and insert. So we have this right here. So I'm just going to adjust it a bit because I don't want it to cover the entire space. So okay, so this is it we have here. Next, I'm going to duplicate this. Control D, take it right here. I want to write sales analysis dashboard. So let's delete this. Sales analysis dashboard. Let's increase the size. this right here. So let's reduce the size a bit. Let's take it at 16. Okay. So we have it here, sales analysis dashboard. Okay, next we want to bring in our KPIs and we have sales growth and total sales volume. So Control D, put this here, and this is total sales volume. Let's increase the font to 12. Take it right here because we're going to have our icon here. So Control D, and we're renaming this as sales growth. Okay, Control D. Need this here to bring in this. So Control D again. Okay, so let's bring in our total sales volume and we have our KPI right here. So we have this. So next we are also going to bring in our sales growth right here. So pivot table analyze, activate the field list. And where do we have our sales growth? So let's just drag it down here. So next we are going to extract the cell. So equals to A4 equals to B4. Okay, so let's go back to our dashboard. Come right here, go to view and activate our formula bar. So come over here and set equals to, and we'll go to our KPI, select this and enter. So we have our value here. So Control A, come right here, make it bold, change the color to white and the size to 18. So let's take this here. Control D. Now we'll take this here. We want to bring in our sales growth. So let's delete this. Come right here and equals to KPI base, enter. Control A, come right here, make it bold, change this to white, change this to 18, and we want to use Algerian. Same as this, let's change this to Algerian also. Okay, come right here. Okay. So We have others. So next we want to bring out cars here. We want to bring out our top four selling car. That is Toyota Corolla, Ford Fiesta, Honda Civic, and so now we need to make sure we have an active internet connection on for us to do this because we want to get it from online. So let me online hotspot so we can do this quickly. Okay, so we don't need our formula bar again. We can go on and turn it off. So let's click on this shape. Come right here, shape format, come to shape fill and click on picture. Now I want to get, let's try stock image. We will not get what we want here. Let's try online pictures. So we're looking for Toyota Camry. So pick any of the Toyota Camry you want. So I'll pick this and click on insert. And it fits in into the shape. Next, we want to bring out Ford Fiesta. So come over here, shape fill, picture, online picture, and we'll write Ford Fiesta. So let's pick this. Okay, I think we used white before. Let's use something else. Let's pick this. And click on insert. Okay, next let's bring out on the Civic. Come right here, shape fill, pictures, online picture, on the Civic. And let's pick this. Insert. Next we're bringing out Nissan Rogue. So click this. Come over here, shape fill, pictures, online picture. Oh, what did I say we're bringing in again? Sorry. Nissan. So let's bring up this. Insert. So we have our four top selling cars already. Next, we need to bring in icons, just icons to beautify this. So click right here, go to Insert, Illustration, Icons. So we'll pick this. We'll use this for branch. We'll use this for sales growth. And we need a picture of gender, maybe a man and a woman. So let's take this for gender. Next, we need something. We need a picture of a car. So we just write car. We'll use this for car. What else do we need? We need something like calendar for months. Should I say clock? Let me see. Let's take this. And what else? We need something for total sales volume. So let's go back here. Hmm. Let's find something like a basket. Say shopping. Okay. So let's insert all this. Okay. So reduce this so much. Drop it down here. Right click. Fill to white. Reduce it a notch. Take it down here. Right click. Fill to white. And this right click. Fill to white. Control D. We want to use it twice. So one is going to be here. And the other is going to be here. So for this, we can increase it a bit. Oh. Okay, now for this, we're using this as branch. Reduce it a bit. Right click, fill, white. Take this right here. Use this a bit. Okay, agenda. Reduce it a bit. Right click, fill to white. Take this here. Fill, white. Okay, our dashboard is looking nice. It's looking good. So for the next video, we're going to talk about what we've achieved from this dashboard. We're going to give recommendations to our clients on what they should do. And I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Like, comment, and share. Have a pleasant day. Bye.